Hello friends, myself Shriram Korde. In this video, we are going to understand lexical order. It is also mentioned as lexicographic order. So let's understand more about it. So when we want to understand lexical order or say lexicographic order, here we are essentially talking about arrangement of characters, words or the numbers in alphabetical order. That means here we are talking about the letters in a sorted form, say from A to Z. When we consider this scenario, then it is also known as dictionary order. That means the way in which we are used to accessing a dictionary and we try to search a particular word. In the similar way, we basically consider it as lexical order or lexicographic order. So let's try to understand with example. Say if I have list of prime numbers. So here which is mentioned here as 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 and 29. And now I want to basically arrange it say as per what I am mentioning it as dictionary order. Then how do I go about it? So essentially this is the output. This is called as lexicographic order. Now what we have done, now here you may think that okay this is already in ascending order, but that's not the point. Here the point is that we are starting from 1 and then all the things which are with 1 are basically given here. That means 11, 13 and 17 and 19. Then you have 2, then 23, 29 and then you have 3, then followed by 5 and then 7. So this is a little complicated example. We'll try to make it now simple. However, this is a very good example to start with. That means when we want to understand what is lexicographic order. So let's take a very simple example now. Let's say you have ABC characters. So what we will do is we will basically create various permutations of ABC. Now various permutations of ABC are ABC, ACB, BAC, then BCA, CAB, CBA like that. Now when I consider basically these examples, when I consider for ABC, then say for example what can be the permutation which will come next for say ACB. So here if I say that ACB, then next to ACB will be obviously BAC. Why? Because now we are considering here it's essentially it's a 3-letter string that we are considering ABC. So you have ABC, then you have ACB. That's the only two combinations you can have when we have A as the starting one. Then obviously you have B, that means BAC and BCA, and then you have C, that is AB and BA. So if such is the way in which the things are in sorted order, then if I want to find permutation, say for example ACB, then the next permutation which will come for ACB, after ACB rather, it will be BAC. Still it is little complicated, we'll try to still simplify it. Let's say you have simple numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and let's say that I have these numbers in sorted in ascending order. Then I am going to form the permutations of 1, 2, 3, 4. Then obviously I will have 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 1, 3, 2, 4 and like that. So that means various permutations can be formed from 1, 2, 3, 4. Then if I want to find a previous permutation to say 4, 3, 2, 1, then the previous permutation to 4, 3, 2, 1 is 4, 3, 1, 2. And then previous permutation to 4, 3, 1, 2 will be 4, 2, 3, 1. So these are some of the examples where now we are talking about say numbers or alphabets, and when we are talking about these things then we are also talking about various permutations which can be formed from those say letters or alphabets, and then we are also talking about when we form those things in say ascending order, then what can be the previous permutation and what can be a next permutation for a particular permutation. That means say for example here ACB, the next permutation is BAC. Similarly for 4321 is the previous permutation is 4312 and previous permutation to 4312 will be 4231. Now let's try to take this in a very simple example and we will understand it in a bit more simple way. Let us say that you have input as string, that is apple, cherry and banana. Now if I ask you to arrange this as per what I have taught you, then obviously it is very easy. Why? Because you have A, B, C, so you can simply put it like output can be apple, then banana and cherry. So this is a very simple example, and that's the way typically the words will be there in your English dictionary. Now let's try to take a little bigger example. Now let us say that you have words which are randomly given, say apple, banana, then apricot, avocado, blueberry, blackberry, cherry, carrot and almond. Now if I want to form a lexicographical order for these words, that means I am going to form it as per the way in which dictionary is going to do. Then what should be there? So probably I will start with A, and that is correct. Why? Because that is the first alphabet. Then I will compare or I will check whether P is greater or L is greater. That means here there is apple, then there is an apricot, then there is a avocado, and that means these are the things which are with A. So obviously L comes earlier P. So first word that can start will be almond. Then you will have other things like apple, apricot, and avocado. So if I want to have this done in say language like Python, then I can just do say words and then I can have a sorting applied to it. So if I get that particular output, that means if I just sort it and then if I print it, then you will get that's the way typically it will be in the dictionary. So like for example, this is what I was trying to explain to you, like almond, then there will be apple, then there will be apricot. Why? Because now AL, then APPLE. Now here AP, both the first two letters are common. However, this is P and here it is R. That means P is smaller than the Unicode value or the ASCII value for P is less than R. Then here apple will come earlier, then apricot and then avocado. Then obviously you will have letters which will start with B, so banana, then there will be blackberry, then there will be blueberry, and then C, that means carrot and cherry, like that. So that's the way typically the lexical order or the lexicographical order it means. That means we are basically talking referring to the way in which the things are represented in a English dictionary. Now having laid all these things, now one need to understand with examples, and there will be further videos which basically talk about how do you go about finding the next uh, order or the previous permutation or the next permutation, and that is what one needs to understand it, and it will be covered in the further videos. I hope you understood this concept of lexicographic or lexical order. Thank you.